Hello, welcome to Dungeon Tales. This is a social deduction puzzle roguelike where the people can lie to you and you play as a demon trying to figure out who has the highest level so you can charm them. There's been a couple games like this out lately, Demon Bluff's being worked on, Dupree came out recently, and I really like those, so I'm excited for another one. Alright, let's get right into it. So we're this demon here with a dungeon full of heroes. We can open up these 5 cages and see who we've got. One of these 5 though is lying, as you can see over here. Also, each of these heroes has a level, so 10, 25, 50, etc. And also, there's no repeats on levels. So only one hero here is level 10. I can also kill off 2 people. You can see the axes here. If you kill people, it will reveal their level and also whether or not they were lying. And then we can use the information that they tell us to figure out what levels are what and who here is lying. So I think we can pretty easily start with this. Level 2 is level 25. And then they're saying that level 5 is 25, so one of you two is lying, right? We can look over at the druid now. Liar is level 25 and my level is odd. So I think what might be happening here is you're telling the truth, you're our liar because you're level 25, and then you're good, you're good. And then we can also mark the level here, so you'd be 25, there you go. And then we have, I'm level 125 and stronger than 3. So we'll mark that, because if this is our liar, everyone else is telling the truth, obviously, right? Both neighbors are stronger than you, so you would be... Okay, so if your level is odd, you're 125, 225, or 25, right? So you would have to be 225 here, because this is already taken. Both neighbors are stronger. We already have 25, right? So you could be level 50 or level 10. I guess for both of these, right? Because you're stronger than 3. So level 50, level 10, which one is it? Who knows? That's what the axes are for, right? Oh, but you know what? You can figure this out. Because this is lying, saying that they're weaker than you. So they're stronger than 25. So you're level 50, actually. And then you're 10. Okay, we got it. And then I want to use these axes here to kill off whoever is strongest, but not the strongest. So we'll kill you 2 off. And then charm this druid over here. Yeah, 225, and then you can kill these 2. Good shit. Not too bad. Evolve heroes. This wasn't a tutorial. What? At the start of each new dungeon escape, your evolutions are assigned to random heroes. Evolutions activate in the final phase before combat. Okay. Double the level of adjacent... Fuck, this music? Awesome. Double level of adjacent heroes. Gain the level of adjacent executed. Have the level of adjacent heroes. Okay, weird. I don't know. Double level, sure. Do I get to see who this is on? Alright, next year. Dungeon is safe. Year 11. Okay, sure. Now we have 6 people here. Let's see. Anything in italics, by the way, is just informational text. Like, if this person is lying, this text here is not lying. It's just to let you know what's going on. So this is, if your level is odd, others see me as a liar. If even, they see me as honest. You're weaker than 6, who is a liar. Okay. We still only have 1 liar. You're saying you're a liar who is saying that 2 is a liar. Okay. I think that means you have to be a liar then, right? I don't know. We'll look around. Drag to discover the highest level among 2. I like how the faces change when you mouse over. This guy's got a good one. Awesome. Let's see. Drag to discover the personality of a hero. Drag to discover the highest level among 2. There are no liars adjacent to you, and you are level 50. I think you are a liar, right? Because you're saying you're level 125. I think this is our liar for sure. And then you're... Let's see. The liar is level 25. We'll go with that. And then you're weaker than 6, so that would mean that you're level 10. And then if your level is odd, you're one of these down here. So maybe we could check that out later. You're telling the truth, so you're level 50. That still checks out? Yeah, okay. So what we're left with now is all these high numbers that I'd like to figure out. Drag to discover the personality and level of a hero. I guess we could do discover the highest level among 2, and then use you to figure out who's actually the highest. You also have this nurturing thing, double the level of adjacent heroes. Maybe I want to double you? I don't know. Can you discover yourself? No. Okay. Poor guy, he's never gonna discover himself. Alright. Well, I guess it just has to go to you two then, right? You and you. Number 1 is the strongest between 1 and 3. Okay. What about you? Honest and level 125. So one of these two is 425, and I don't think we can figure out who. But that's okay. Well, we'll axe you, right? Is our 125. Maybe we should axe you to make sure that you're our actual... No, I'm like 100% sure you're our liar. So I guess it's just a 50-50 here, right? I don't know. Is there any way to for sure know who was 425 here? I don't think so. Well, I guess we'll just take our 50-50 then. Aw, man. And then we'll kill you off and charm you. Yeah, 225. I don't know if it actually matters that much. What was that? Oh, it was the nurturing thing, right? Maybe there's some score or something. Double the level of liars, half the level of adjacent heroes, half the level of honest heroes. I don't know. Double the level of liars, I guess? Okay. These seem a little weird to me, but maybe once we get a bunch of them going, they'll be cooler. Well, we'll see. It looks like you get one after each year. I wonder how many there are total. Year 111. We're just adding one? Okay, weird. Alright, what do we got? The nearest other liar is 2 spaces away, and I am level 50. Interesting. Combined level of my neighbors is even, and number 4 is the stronger one. Interesting. Both neighbors are stronger than me. I'm level 125 and stronger than 5. Level is odd and higher than 3. Everyone thinks I'm a liar. Level 3 is 25. Okay, these two seem to be checking out together. I'm stronger than 6, who is honest, immune to Beatrice. Oh yeah, the axe's name is Beatrice. They talked about it in this tutorial. So we won't be able to kill you off to double check, I guess. So I think we'll assume this is true, right? I don't know. We still only have one liar. So yeah, you have to be telling the truth about this, right? That you're level 25. Because there's someone else here backing you up. Yeah. So if you're stronger than 5, then that means that you're only level 10. So I think Barbarian is the liar then, because you're saying both neighbors are stronger, but that's everything. There's nothing lower than 10. So I think you're our liar, but we'll see. Yeah, and you're saying 2 spaces away, you're level 50. Okay, I think this might just be it then. Stronger than 6, who is honest. So you're one of these over here. Your level is odd and higher than 3. Well, that's also any of these. Well, we figured out all the low levels, but I'm kind of stuck on these, right? Again, I guess it doesn't matter that much. We'll just kill until we're left with a high level, and then they can deal with everything else, right? Although, hold on, what's up with you? Combined level of my neighbors is even, and number 4 is the stronger one. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Or, no, it doesn't make sense. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I was like, why are you stronger? You should be super weak. No, you're lying. Excuse me. Okay. If this is even, then you'd have to be like 500, right? 550? Yeah, for sure. So you're our 500 then. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I got mixed up on this for a second, but we did learn some good information. Okay. So yeah, this is 550 total, which is even, and then this is our stronger one. Okay. So we have our strongest then. I guess we'll just kill off, what, you two? Your level is odd and higher than 3. Yeah, like, that's any of these. Wait, what's up with you? Number 3 is level 25. Huh? Wait a second. If I fucked up, I might have fucked up. Oh, wait. Sorry, I was confused for a second. I was like, what? But he's pointing here because of conniving. Sorry. this is number 3. He's just okay. Sorry. We're gonna get to like level 1000 here though. That's pretty cool. Sorry, this blind was fucking me up. Okay, we're good. I think let's just send it. We can't kill you off, unfortunately. Let's kill you. There's our 425. There's our 225. So I guess you're our 125 then, right? Kill you. Kill you. I wonder if you have to be alive to do this effect. You probably do. Otherwise, this would have... I guess this number wouldn't double because it's just a token. Hold on. Go back. Can you not go back once you're in this phase? Okay. I don't know. This, like, UI is in the way. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, we could have gone to, like, 2000, actually. I should have left this guy alive. I don't know. I don't think it matters. Hold on. What is this? Combat log. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's evolve some heroes. It's not like there's any point to it, right? Level own level by siphoning other heroes. I don't... Like, what does that mean? You... How much are you siphoning? Give me just half my level, sure. That's fine. Alright, next year. 1111. 1001D. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, it's just Roman numerals. Yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough. All right, what do we got? Between 4, 5, and myself, the weakest is 5. Sorry, these arrows keep fucking me up of the other abilities. Okay, 4, that's you two. I was... Anyway. Sum of 7 and 1's levels is higher than 5 and 4. Levels higher than average of your neighbors. At an odd position, others think you're a liar. So, yes, people think you're a liar. Good to know. I'm weaker than 4. Others perceive me as the opposite of my personality. Okay. Number 5 is honest and is stronger than 3. So if you're being perceived as the opposite, that would mean you're a liar if you're seeing this as honest, assuming you're not also just a liar, right? And we do have 2 liars now, actually. So maybe both of you are lying. Could totally be. I guess I'll not mark this yet then. Number 2's level is even and number 4's level is even. All right. I don't really know where to start here. Let's see. 4, 7, and myself, the strongest is 7. 4, 5, and myself, the weakest is 5. Do these overlap at all? They don't. I think this little section might all be true. Well, I mean, you'd be a liar, right? But between 4 or 5, myself, the weakest is 5. You're weaker than 4? Stronger than 3. I just don't have like none of these are an actual number to go off of. Let's see. 2's level is even. 4's level is even. So if you're even, that's 500 or all the way down here. I'm gonna assume you're 500 for now. You know what? Never mind. Let's start with 50. And if 50 is wrong, it's gotta be 500. Okay, let's start with that. So weaker than 4. So you would be like, I don't know, 25. And then you're stronger than 3, so that would make you 10. Is this working out with everything so far? Let's see, sum of 7 and 1. Are any of you involved with that? I wish you could see the numbers a little bit better. They kind of blend in with some of these characters. I mean, not that it's that hard. I mean, it's just in a circle, right? Anyway, sorry. This guy just complaining for no reason. Anyway, 5 and 4. So that's you two. That is pretty low, so it's not very hard for these two to be higher. So maybe it is like this. I could see it. Between 4, 5, myself, the weakest is 5. You're very low. But you're lower. Yeah, okay. The weakest is 5. I think this might be it, actually. Okay. This seems to be checking out. So if both of these are even then. Oh, but here's our issue. Because you're saying 2 is even, 4 is even. The only even number left is 500, but between 3, 7, and myself, the strongest is 7. Maybe you're lying then, right? Maybe you're our liar, our second one anyway. But you should be saying yourself is the strongest, right? I think it might be like this. So that's leaving us with 125, 225, 425. And then your level is higher than the average, so you would be 425, right? And then between 4, 5, myself, the weakest is 5. It's not any information there. I guess sum of levels we could maybe do something with. So the sum of 7 and 1. Who's 1? Oh, we don't know. Higher than... Yeah, okay. I mean, that doesn't really help either. Because, yeah, these two are super weak. We already knew that. I guess let's start slashing then. We'll keep you alive to do the doubling thing because it would be cool. And then what are you? Half your level. Where's the other one here? Double the level of liars. I guess I want to keep you and you alive just so this can be really big for fun. All right, let's kill you off. Okay. Something went wrong. Something went terribly wrong. This is our liar. Okay. Well, let's reevaluate. That's okay. We can make mistakes. Maybe you're a liar, and then like I kind of just assumed this was working, but maybe not. Number 5. Like it seems to all work out, but I guess not. I don't know. Are you marked as a... No, never mind. I guess here's what I'll do. I'm gonna kill you off. 125. Okay, something went terribly wrong, but we have a lot of information now, which is nice. I'm gonna just clear everything, and we're gonna start over a little bit. So if you're telling the truth, one of you has to be 50, one of you has to be 500. I guess one of you could also be 10. I'm going to assume you have to be 500, unless you're lying. Fuck man, maybe he's lying. or wait, no, this doesn't work. Wait, yes, you could be lying, and it's actually you who's the strongest. Yeah, this was our original theory. You're lying. The strongest out of these 3 is yourself, and that's the lie. Which means that there's no other liars, and do I like that? Number 5 is honest. So you're telling the truth then, for sure. What? Why did you... Whoa, okay. Double your level if you're a liar. Interesting. I was on such a roll, man, but that's okay. I do wonder if there's just... Like, you have 4 of these axes to just check people, right? I would imagine you're supposed to use them, but it feels cool to solve it all without it. Anyway, so you have to be telling the truth because you were honest, right? Let's do that. Stronger than 3. Or wait, no, sorry. This is 5 is honest. Stronger than 3. Okay, sorry. Yeah. There's a lot of text that I'm getting mixed up. I'm weaker than 4. Other perceive. Number 5 is honest. Would make you a liar. Unless you're a liar. I don't know. I really like this layout here of 50. What was it? 25 here. I'm weaker than 4. Stronger than 3. Oh, but this doesn't even work out anymore. Because, yeah, you're not stronger than 3 anymore. This is 125. I think you might be lying, I think is my conclusion here. I think you're a liar. And then you're telling the truth and you're being perceived as evil. But then they're lying about that? Okay, I think I get it. So you would not be stronger than 3. So you're something low, like, 50, 25, 10. You have to be 50 because this is true. So you're 25 or 10. Okay, is this working still? Hold on. Weaker than 4. Oh, but maybe you're our 500. Are you the 500? Maybe. Hold on. There we go. Because in order to be strong, like, maybe you're our, like, 50 or 10, right? Here, let's just clear you. Don't worry about this for a second. Like, these two have to be even, right? So you're our 500. Which, to be weaker, you would be 425, which is stronger than this. Wait, but you're a liar. Fuck. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm getting so mixed up here. Okay. Scratch all that. Fucking awful. Okay. Number 5 is lying and weaker than 3. No, what we had before was fine. You're a liar. That's 50. You're like 10 or 25. And then you're 500. You would be 10 if you're our liar. Here, you know what? I'm gonna kill her. I think you're lying. Okay. Cool. We know that for sure. So we have our 2 liars. No one else can ever be lying. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Hopefully. So between 4 or 5 and myself, the weakest is 5. 4 or 5, myself, the weakest is 5. So that would mean that you're 25. 3, 7, and myself, the strongest is 7. That works. And you can't be 500 because otherwise you would be the strongest. So one of these two is 500. Let's see. The sum of 1 and 7 levels is higher than 4 and 5. I mean, that's nothing. Yeah. Pretty much anything. I guess we just pick one of you two to die, right? And then charm the other one. Alright. Let's get you. 425, we charm you. This is 500. Okay. Good shit. It definitely got a little mixed up there. That's okay, we're learning. We got there eventually. And again, I wonder if I should just be killing people way more than I am. Distribute own level among other heroes. Weird. Have the level of honest heroes, gain level. I guess let's take this, sure. I don't know, I'm kind of scared to take anything too crazy. I don't want to like get the right answer, but then the abilities fuck it up, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so worried about it. All right, 2 liars. 7 people. What do we got? Both neighbors are stronger than you. Number 6 is level 10. My level is even and lower than 3. Number 4 is level 225. Honest, stronger. 5 is honest, stronger than 3. I'm level 50, and number 1 is weaker. Weaker heroes think I'm a liar. Others think I'm honest. 4, 7, myself, the weakest is 4. Okay. I really wish you could draw in this game. Just on the map. Anyway. Okay. Well, let's start with this. Number 4 is honest and level 225. Let's start with that. Assuming you're telling the truth, right? Number 5 is is honest and stronger than 3. So if you were honest, you would be 50. Number 1 is weaker. So that would put you at like 10 or 25. So we'll just say 10, and then the other one would be, you know, you're stronger than 3. So you would be our 25, right? Let's see if that works with everything else going on. Number 6, level 10. That doesn't really do anything. Between 4, 7, and myself. Weakest is 4. That doesn't check out. Maybe you're our liar then. Could be. My level is even and lower than number 3. There's nothing left. Right, because we've used 50. I wish when you had maybe marked stuff. Never mind. Anyway, like you mark the 50 here. There's like a little X. My level is even and lower than 3. So yeah, the only even level left is 500, which, you know, obviously doesn't make sense. I wonder if you can be a liar. Number 6 is level 10. And that's already being used. Both neighbors are stronger. I mean, yeah, let's just start slashing. Let's see. So you were lying. You're 425. Okay, good to know. So if you were lying about that, you're not level 10. The weakest is 4. What if you might be our 500 then, right? And you're telling the truth? I was thinking, you know, this is fairly high. Weakest is 4. I guess it's not like super unreasonable, but yeah. I guess it's this. I could totally see that. Okay. Can you be a liar? I kind of just want to find out. You can. Okay, good to know. Good info. All right, well, there's our answer. We're just going to charm you, right? I'm pretty sure is good. That's our 2 liars. I guess we'll kill off, what, like, you. There you go. Not too bad. Oh, you're actually 25. Oh, yeah, this was like a 50-50, right? Level half? Oh, because you're an honest hero. Sorry, I'm too in the like demon bluff mindset of like, oh, whoever is lying has to be evil or whatever, you know, or like whoever I'm killing or using. You get what I mean. Sorry. New heroes have been brought to your dungeons. Okay, we'll check these out in future runs maybe. Leaderboard, new high score. That's epic. You rock. All right. Cool. All right, well, I guess that's the game. Fairly short. What, that was 4 rounds total? Maybe 5? Let's see, we unlocked a new mode, Liars Den. What is that? Here, I just want to look real quick. It's not like I'll start another one. Only one hero is honest. Execute every liar, but do not kill the honest hero. There's no charm phase. Evolution disabled. What the fuck? Huh. Here, let's do 1 round of this real quick. Interesting. So I assume everyone is lying. That's so weird. Number 4 is 25. I'm level 25 and stronger than 3. 3-5 myself. The strongest is number 5. So the weakest is 5. God, I don't even know where to start, man. I think because these 2 are backing each other up, they're both lying, right? 4 is level 25, which is a lie, and then you're also lying about being level 25. And then stronger than 3, which would mean that you're... I guess I don't know what level you are, actually. Never mind. Oh, but you know what? You're level 10, I think, right? Level 25, which is a lie. Level 25, which is a lie, is stronger than 3, so you're weaker than 3. Wait, why did I think this? Hold on. 25, stronger than 3. But you're actually weaker. Saying level 50. I mean, that's a lie. Yeah, maybe. Hold on, if you were level 50... I think we need to solve using the knight, maybe? One neighbor is stronger than me. No, never mind. One neighbor is stronger. These would... I guess maybe you're level 25? And then they're both weaker? Sure. I don't know. 3-5 myself, the strongest is 5. Maybe it's... Okay, you're 225, you're 125, and then you're 10? Okay, so between 3-5, yourself, the strongest is 5, which is actually the weakest. Who the fuck is telling the truth? Level 4 is 50 and stronger, which... Oh, but you are stronger. What if you're telling the truth? You want to go with this? Here, maybe this is it. Maybe you are level 50. Strongest is 5. So you would be 125. And then you're not stronger than 3. Not level 125. This is the weakest. Both neighbors are stronger than you. I think it's this. Okay, cool. That's a very interesting game mode. Bit of a headache, but I kind of fuck with it. All right, hold on. I don't want to do another one. Let me out. Let me out. All right, this game seems pretty fun. I mean, I think something I should probably comment on is, you know, do social deduction roguelikes about demons where the characters are in a circle. You know, there's obviously a lot of like demon bluff similarities. I was on the Discord and I saw they were talking about demon bluff being an inspiration. I think it's cool to be inspired by stuff, right? I was a little bit worried about this game just being, you know, like a knockoff of like, oh, this game's really popular, let's do that. But it seems to be doing enough of its own thing, which I like quite a bit. I like figuring out the levels. That's really cool. I think it's doing enough of its own thing. I like it. There's a lot of characters. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's like 3 pages of block characters. So I think it's doing a good job of being its own thing. I think I would recommend it. I think it's like literally $5 right now. And I am super down to do more of this game if people want to see that. I love these little social deduction games, even if it makes me look silly. And then everyone can backseat. No, it's fine. I honestly don't mind it as long as you aren't too rude. This guy made a mistake. Is he fucking brain dead? No. Maybe. All right, but yeah, super down to do more. Maybe we'll do a Lion's Den. I kind of just want to play more dungeon mode, right? I wonder if it, I don't know, does it get any harder or is it just, okay. I mean, I suppose you get more people, right? And then that gets harder in that way. It's not like every game needs a fucking ascension system or whatever, you know? Just let the game be. I'm very down to unlock more and then we'll see how those interact, right? Anyway, well, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. If you want to help me out, consider leaving a like, helps with algorithm stuff. See ya.